Jai Gurudev and Namaste. It is a great honor to have you with us today to discuss the special Annabhishekam ritual that was held on Kartik Purnima on 15 November 2024 at the Vedic Dharma Sansthan Bangalore Ashram. The presence of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji must have added immense grace to this event. Could you start by explaining the significance of Kartik Purnima and the Annabhishekam ritual? Jai Gurudev and Namaste. It is truly a pleasure to discuss this sacred event. Kartik Purnima is a very auspicious day in the Hindu calendar, falling on the full moon of the Kartik month, which typically coincides with November. This day holds special significance for many reasons. It is the day when Lord Vishnu is believed to have taken the form of Trivakrama to conquer the demon king Bali. Additionally, Kartik Purnima is also associated with Moksha Dwar, where many devotees perform sacred rituals for liberation and spiritual elevation. The day holds importance for Lord Shiva, Lord Kartika, and Goddess Lakshmi as well. The Annabhishekam ritual performed on this day is an expression of deep gratitude for the nourishment that food provides, both physically and spiritually. It symbolizes the act of offering food as a sacred gift, not only to the divine but also to all divine beings and living beings. Food in the Vedic tradition is regarded as one of the most sacred gifts that sustains life, and this ritual reflects the divinity that resides in food. That is why, and this is why, Annabhishekam is considered so powerful. It is both an offering and an act of reverence. On Kartik Purnima, this offering takes on an even greater significance as the rituals performed on this day are believed to have an amplified spiritual effect. The presence of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji during the ceremony added an unparalleled depth to the proceedings. His blessings, wisdom, and divine grace transformed the entire event, making it a powerful experience for everyone present. It sounds like a very sacred and powerful ritual. Could you explain the steps of the Annabhishekam ritual as it was conducted on Kartik Purnima at the VDS Bangalore Ashram? Absolutely, the Annabhishekam ritual is a deeply intricate ceremony that is performed with great reverence. Here, firstly, preparation of the ritual space took place. The temple was prepared with utmost care. The environment was cleansed with the holy water, incense, and sacred herbs to create a sanctified space. Vedic mantras were recited to invoke positive energies and ensure that the atmosphere was charged with spiritual vibrations. The devotees helped in preparing offerings of grains, rice, fruits, and other traditional foods, all made with pure and fresh ingredients. Invocation of deities. The ritual began with an invocation of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, the presiding deities for Kartik Purnima. The Ganapati prayers were recited to remove any obstacles, followed by the recitation of Purusha Sukta and Sri Suktam to invite abundance and prosperity. Mahamrityunjay mantra was chanted to purify the space, and the Rudram was recited to invoke Lord Shiva's blessings. The anointing or Abhishekam, the centerpiece of the Annabhishekam, is the anointing of the idol with offerings of food. A mixture of rice and grains prepared with sacred intentions was offered to the deity. The food, which had been spiritually energized through chanting and prayers, was gently poured over the idol as a form of honoring and offering it back to the divine. The process of offering food in this way symbolizes an acknowledgement of the sustenance provided by the divine. It is a reminder that food is not just for physical survival, but also a means of connection with the divine source of life. Chanting of mantras as the food was offered, a chanting of sacred mantras continued, amplifying the energy and blessings of the ritual. The Vedic hymns invoked divine protection and abundance for all beings, ensuring that the food offered would be transformed into a blessing for everyone who partook in the ceremony. This chanting creates a spiritual resonance that infuses the ritual with powerful vibrations. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji's presence was central to the Annabhishekam ceremony. He guided the entire ritual with his wisdom and grace, offering teachings on the importance of food as sacred and nourishing not just to the body but also the mind and spirit. He shared that food should be offered with gratitude and its consumption should be done mindfully as it nourishes us on all levels. Following the anointing of the deity with food, the Arti ceremony took place. Arti is a form of worship involving the offering of light, typically in the form of an oil lamp to the deity. Devotees sang the sacred hymns and waved the lamp in circular motions to complete the ritual. The prasadam or blessed food was then distributed among the devotees, symbolizing the sharing of divine blessings and the cycle of abundance. The entire process was an experience of surrendering to the divine, of offering gratitude for the nourishment we receive in life, and of acknowledging the interconnectedness of all beings. The ritual sounds like a very profound way to connect with the divine. How does the Annabhishekam tie into the larger spiritual teachings and philosophy of the Vedic Dharma Sansthan? Annabhishekam is more than just a ritual, it encapsulates the essence of how we relate to the world around us, especially in the context of food and sustenance. The philosophy of the Vedic Dharma Sansan emphasizes the sanctity of nature and the interconnectedness of all beings. By offering food with reverence, we are reminded that the earth, the elements, and all living beings are interconnected, and food in this sense becomes a bridge to spiritual growth. In Vedic teachings, food is considered prasad, a divine grace. The Bhagavad Gita mentions that food offerings to the divine purify the mind and soul. The sage Patanjali also speaks about the spiritual benefits of ahara or food and how it influences one's mental state. Annabhishekam is an embodiment of these teachings, reinforcing the idea that food should be consumed mindfully with gratitude and love, and with the understanding that it sustains not just the body but the soul as well. His Holiness Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji's teachings focus on this holistic understanding of food. He often speaks about how the mind, body, and soul need to be nourished equally. The Annabhishekam ritual is a way of honoring this divine principle. Gurudev also speaks about sustainability and gratitude towards nature, encouraging us to be mindful of how we acquire and consume food. It teaches us that in offering food as a sacred gift, we can transform our relationship with it, fostering a deep sense of gratitude for the divine sustenance we receive. His Holiness's teachings on food, nature, and gratitude are certainly impactful. In a fast paced modern world, how can these teachings be integrated into our daily lives? In today's fast paced world, where convenience often overrides mindfulness, Gurudev's teachings offer us a much needed return to reverence for food and nature. The practice of mindful eating is one we can integrate these teachings into our daily lives, taking time to appreciate the food we consume, understanding its origin, and being grateful for it can create a profound shift in how we approach life. Gurudev encourages us to eat slowly, chew our food properly, and savor each bite. This act of mindfulness not only improves digestion but also allows us to connect with the energy of the food. It is also important to practice gratitude before every meal, acknowledging the efforts of those who grew the food and those who prepared it on a larger scale. Sustainability practices such as minimizing food wastage, supporting organic and local farming, and being mindful of our consumption can help us honor nature and the divine. These principles are integral to the teachings of Annabhishekam and reflect Gurudev's holistic vision for a balanced and peaceful life. These are beautiful practices that can certainly bring more peace and mindfulness into our lives. Thank you for sharing such an insightful and profound explanation of the Annabhishekam ritual and its connection to the teachings of the Vedic Dharma Sansan. It was a pleasure to share these insights with you. May these teachings inspire everyone to connect with the divine grace present in food, nature, and in all aspects of life. Jai Gurudev.